with vaccine manufacturers and distributors.
Hey everyone, me Kevin here. Biden is having an emergency discussion on COVID. This morning, the CDC director came out and had some serious concerns. She was actually fighting back tears, talking about issues with COVID evolving this morning, talking about how essentially we're falling behind on our targets, how COVID cases are going up, how hospitalizations are going up. It wasn't good. In fact, her name, Rochelle Walensky, mentions that we have multiple warning signs of cases going up and that we're basically the early stages of Europe. And so this has now prompted Joe Biden to come out and speak on the topic. So here he is. Let's listen in.
Just 10 weeks after I became president, to achieve nearly 75% of Americans over the age of 65 getting at least one vaccination shot. When I took office on January 20th, that number was 8%. It's going to 75%. That's a lot of grandparents who are now able to safely hug their grandchildren. They couldn't do so just a short time ago. And with the supply we're releasing this week, just this week alone, there are more doses of vaccine available for seniors this week than any week thus far. So seniors, please, if you've not gotten your shot yet, get it this week. Get it. Second, I'm reiterating my call for every governor, mayor, and local leader to maintain and reinstate the mask mandate. Please, This is not politics. Reinstate the mandate if you let it down.
Wow.
And business should require masks as well. The failure to take this virus seriously, precisely what got us into this mess in the first place, risks more cases and more deaths. Look, as I do my part to accelerate the vaccine distribution and vaccinations, I need the American people to do their part as well. Mask up. Mask up. It's a patriotic duty. It's the only way we ever get back to normal. To cheer together in stadiums full of fans. To gather together on holidays again safely. Go to graduations, weddings. Third, I announced on March 11th, I direct every state, territory, and tribe to open up their vaccinations to all adults no later than May 1. I issued that order because moving beyond priority groups to enable all adults to get vaccinated is critical to having a July 4th that's closer to normal. I want this to come as quickly as possible. And I want to thank the governors, Democrats and Republicans, who have responded to this directive. In fact, the vast majority of governors have set open access dates even earlier than the deadline on May 1st. But in this race against the rapidly spreading virus, as fast as we are going, we need to go faster. So to make it easier for Americans to get vaccinated as the supply grows and vaccination eligibility expands, I'm directing my COVID team to ensure there is a vaccine site within 5 miles of 90% of all Americans by April the 19th, 3 weeks from today.
Wow.
Look, we're going to do this by growing from having 17,000 pharmacies giving out vaccination shots to nearly 40,000 pharmacies doing it within the next 3 weeks. That'll more than double the number of pharmacies where you can go get vaccinated. We aren't stopping there. In the next 3 weeks, we'll add 12 more federally run mass vaccination sites. Every day at these sites, tens of thousands of people were able to drive up, get a vaccine shot while in their car, and leave in less than an hour. And over 60% of the shots given at these sites goes to minority communities because they're in minority communities. We have to reach out. They're the ones most affected by the vaccine, by both the vaccine, but also by the pandemic. We're also going to send more aid to states to expand the opening more community vaccination sites. More vaccines, more sites, more vaccinators, all designed to speed our critical work. We also need to make it easier for those who want shots but cannot access vaccination sites to get vaccinated. This is also where we're focused on the seniors most immediately. While we have made incredible progress in starting to vaccinate nearly 3/4 of our seniors, and now putting vaccination sites within 5 miles of 90% of all Americans, that still isn't enough as far as we're concerned. We know that there are a number of seniors and people with disabilities who may be isolated and have lack of access to transportation. And there are community groups that can help. They're trying to help now. So our fourth announcement today is that I'm sending out millions of dollars through the Department of Health and Human Services to provide assistance, including transportation, so more vulnerable seniors and people with disabilities can get their shots because they get help to physically get there to get the shot. Neighbors helping neighbors. What a truly American effort. We cannot let transportation be a barrier to any senior getting a vaccination. And so, where does this put us? We're making progress on vaccinations, but cases are rising, and the virus is spreading in too many places still. That's why today, I'm taking these steps to make our American turnaround story, our vaccination program, move even faster. Thanks to all the work we've done these past 10 weeks, the added steps I'm announcing today, with them, I'm pleased to announce that at least 90% of all adults in this country will be eligible to be vaccinated by April the 19th, just 3 weeks from now, because we have the vaccines. For the vast, vast majority of adults, you won't have to wait till May 1.
Nice.
You'll be eligible for your shot on April 19th. Finally, 10% will be eligible no later than the final 10% were eligible no later than May 1. And as I just said, due to the steps we're taking today, 90% of Americans will be within 5 miles of a location where they can get a shot as of April the 19th. So we're moving toward 90-90 by April 19th. That is by April 19th, 3 weeks from today, 90% of adults, people over 18 and over, will be eligible to get vaccinated. 90% of all Americans will be living within 5 miles of a place they can get a shot. And of course, it'll take time for everyone to get their appointment. It's a big country. And as fast as we're going, we still have a long way to go to finish this vaccination effort. In fact, we aren't even there. We aren't even halfway yet. But being at 90-90 just 3 weeks from today should give hope to the country. Let me close with this. The progress we're making is a significant testament to what we can do when we work together as Americans. But as I've always said, we still need everyone to do their part. We still are in a war with this deadly virus, and we're bolstering our defenses. But this war is far from won. Together, we have so much to be proud of in the past 3 weeks, past more than 3 weeks, past 10 weeks. We also have so much to be sorrowful about. Nearly 1,000 Americans a day are still dying from COVID-19 as we approach 550,000 deaths in a single year. Until this country is vaccinated, each of us has to do our part. We have an obligation, patriotic obligation. Wash your hands. Stay socially distanced. Wear a mask as recommended by the CDC. And get vaccinated. Get your friends and family vaccinated when you can help. Now's not the time to let down. Now's not the time to celebrate. It is time to do what we do best as a country, our duty, our jobs, take care of one another, and fight this to the finish. We can and will do this, but don't let up now. Don't let up now. Thank you, and may God protect our troops. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, Dr. Walensky said she's scared of an impending doom with COVID cases on the rise. Are you?
Just explained that, I think, thoroughly. I hope I did anyway. Thank you.
Mr. President, do you believe that some states should pause their reopening efforts?
Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wow, those were good questions there. Yeah, because oh man. So this morning we had the CDC director complain about basically this impending doom. That was a quote directly from her, suggesting that, hey, she is losing sleep basically over an impending doom in COVID cases rising. And that has spawned this emergency briefing here from Joe Biden. Joe Biden did just make a few announcements, quite a few actually, sort of going in reverse order here. He just mentioned that he does believe that certain states or states having issues should consider slowing down or stopping their reopening efforts. On top of that, we've heard that Joe Biden has advocated governors should consider mask mandates again. So a return to mask mandates. Return to potentially slowing down reopening or maybe closing certain things again. And this is happening right as Disneyland is getting ready to open up in California. So I think the last thing Gavin Newsom needs to hear is slow down. So that's going to delay Disneyland again. But we've got to be real too. Hey, at the same time, COVID cases are going up. 1,000 people per day. You're still dying to this illness, which is absolutely terrible. Joe Biden mentioned that the goal, the priority now is getting from 17,000 pharmacies handing out the vaccine to 40,000 giving vaccines, including some that could be drive-by only. And his goal is that 90% of all adults will be eligible to be vaccinated by April 19th. Keep in mind, he has a deadline of May 1st to make sure anybody who is an adult by May 1st can get their shot. In many states right now, we have age restrictions or restrictions in terms of who can actually get their vaccine, whether you have underlying conditions or age, whatever it may be. And Biden's goal is to make this as open as possible. In fact, today we saw New York City announce that anybody 30 and under, it might have been New York State, I'm not sure, it was New York City or New York State. One of them announced that anybody under 30 or anybody above 30 years old could get the vaccine. So we're definitely seeing this open up dramatically more. But these are some big statements by Biden here to not only get this push moving faster, because this is really now being described as a race against time. It's a vaccine race against COVID. Getting more and more people vaccinated and access to vaccines, with the goal of having 90% of Americans having a vaccine distribution site within 5 miles of wherever they are by April 19th, which is in 3 weeks. And that there will be millions of dollars now provided potentially to I imagine like local busing or transit sites or communities to be able to help get seniors from where they are to COVID vaccination or areas. So I know that certain localities, for example, if you're a senior, I know that, for example, in my county, in Ventura County, we have this thing called Ventura County Transit. I would call them up and say, hey, do you offer rides basically for seniors to the pharmacy to get their shots? And in a lot of counties, they do. And I imagine that this money will just accelerate that process. But yeah, this was sort of an urgent message here from Biden. Definitely a powerful statement there at the end that he does support states slowing their reopening and supports and actually urges governors to reinstitute their mask mandates. Thank you, Matthew, here for saying you can go to vaccinefinder.org. I have not heard of this website, so I don't want to endorse it, but I guess I could quickly go to it. Vaccinefinder.org. Find COVID vaccines. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know the source of the website. It's certainly not a .gov website, but looks like it's provided by the Boston Children's Hospital. So I don't know if they provide this throughout the country, but I suppose maybe, I mean, let's give it a shot. Let's put a number in here. 33324. Let's try it. That's actually not bad. That is pretty good. Jeez, that was fast. Look at that. That's actually really useful. Look at that. Publix, out of stock, but Walmart has it in stock. That's fascinating. This is a very, very good resource. If this is accurate, I mean, I have to say, I mean, just an initial glance here, I'm very impressed by that. That was very, very good. 91360. Let's try that. Yeah, that is not bad. So vaccinefinder.org. Thank you for spending $2 to provide that announcement to everyone. So thank you for that. Yeah, at the same time, the market's being funny, but we're not going to do a market video here. All right, folks, thank you so very much for being here. So that is the update from Joe Biden on his emergency meeting here And I will be back later with more content. So you're probably not going to get all the notifications. So just check the channel every so often. All right, folks, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to get your 2 free stocks with Webull, metkevin.com/Webull. Get up to $1,850 in free stocks when you deposit $100. And get interest on your crypto by going to metkevin.com/BF or /Voyager. And you'll get free money by signing up for either BlockFi or Voyager. And you'll earn interest on your crypto. Thanks.